What if the world ended tomorrow? What if Zach actually found a female to be with? What if the apocalypse happened right after the solar eclipse? All that coming up here on the Mark G Show. Let's go.
You've known them to run their mouths about politics. Politics, schmalitics. Well, little did you know, they can run their mouths about other stuff as well. This is the Mark G Show. They have a natural curiosity about just about everything, from aliens, the paranormal, to the biggest natural disasters that have ever occurred on planet Earth, and everything in between. Two brothers from another mother ripping it up. And, oh no, we don't record the show. We have the balls to do it live. Call into the show at 207-370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
Oh, what is going on? TikTok, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, X. Oh, man, what is going on, everybody? I'm sorry about last week. Unfortunately, we weren't able to go live last week. I had to do that lovely thing. Bless you. Every time there's got to be something that happens during the podcast. Zach just lost another brain cell, and there he goes, disappears again.
Been on here for an hour before the show. Everything was fine. The second we go live, he fucks up.
The second we go live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Well, we'll start off my introduction. We're going to say what's going on to my brother from another mother first. We got Gary down there. Gary, what's going on, my man?
It feels like forever since I've...
And there goes Gary's audio.
What? My audio should be
I hear him just fine.
Oh, now I can't hear you, Mark.
I can't hear you, Mark.
I hear Zach.
I hear Gary.
So Mark fucking punching buttons over there. Anyways, as I was saying to anybody who can still hear me, it feels like I haven't been on here for a couple of weeks because I was sick, and then we had a bye week and whatever else was going on. So I don't know if TikTok can hear me, but Mark fucked something up.
When doesn't Mark fuck something up?
Oh, he's giving us the finger, and he's shaking his head. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you guys?
Well, my iPad can't fucking sit on my... Oh, wait, we're back.
Dude, there we go. We're back.
What the hell did you just do?
But are we back? Hold on.
No,
yeah, we're back. Okay.
We're back. I don't think the TikTok can hear you guys.
Yeah, they can.
They can? All right, sweet. Let me hear
I don't know. Hold on. Let me turn my volume on my phone.
No, I think we're good.
I don't know. Yeah, they can. They can. They can hear us.
Okay, so what we had happen was Roadcaster, for some reason, and there goes Zach. Wow, what the hell, man? We literally was on for like an hour pre-gaming over here, and everything was working fine. As soon as the show starts, everything crashes. But you know what's funny is I have Roadcaster, right? The Roadcaster is what I use. Another one of the podcasters that I listen to, Graham Allen, Joe America, they have Roadcaster as well. And
I had nothing to do with that.
it's been crashing on them as well. So I don't know if it's an update that was done with the Roadcaster software and the Soundbox, but yeah, it keeps crashing.
Well, I'll kick this one off then. What if we could start a podcast without any challenges, issues, or hiccups at the very beginning?
That would be truly amazing, dude. That would be absolutely, truly amazing. And I think the show would be phenomenal if we had no hiccups or issues. I mean, what if Zach actually had a laptop during the podcast and a green screen?
Hey guys, my Cash App's in my bio. Help me out.
Oh, dear God. Zach, that was a good plug.
The timing was right.
Right, the timing was right. Well, anyways, anybody, like I was saying before the audio crash, I was saying what's going on my brother from another mother, Gary. Gary, what's going on, my man?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody heard what I said, but I was basically saying it feels like this is the first time I've been on one of the podcasts because I was sick. Then we didn't do it, and it's just like it feels like it's been a long time.
Yeah, man, it has been a while since we've had you on the show. And now we're gonna say what's up to Zach, the man who's got gilfs from the Maine all the way down to California.
Whoa.
Zach, what's going on, my man?
Oh, fucking living life, brother.
Yeah, we know.
One gummy at a time, right?
Yeah, one gummy at a time.
Oh man. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show is kind of like just weaning back into the things. We do have a couple of shows that are on the platter for coming up, like collectors. We still get a collection thing. We just had a lot of stuff happen. Life does happen. For those who know, I do own a business. That kind of set drawbacks. If somebody calls out, I can't do the podcast. I got to do the work thing. And then, of course, Gary got sick, and I don't want to do a scheduled show with Gary sick because he's part of this. He's part of the team, y'all. We got to make sure he's on there. So we had Sully as a special guest. And when I say special, I mean real special.
Yeah,
it was a fucking mistake.
Yeah, special.
But no, y'all. So we got a good show today. It's going to be a fun one. Just talking about a different what if scenarios. You can call into the show tonight if you have a what if scenario that you want us to discuss, or maybe see what we can brainstorm. You can feel free to call into the show right there. The number's right on the board. I won't keep it up the whole time, but feel free. I'll pop it up here and there for y'all. Gary, if you want to pop it up, it's the animated caption. Just hit down the eyeball and I'll pop it up here.
Don't tell Gary to pop anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he was just shoving meat in his mouth the whole before the show started.
That's right. Meat and meatballs.
Right. Marty, definitely, man. Definitely. I will definitely let you know. All right, well, let's get it started. So, I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm not going to be the first one popping off the what if scenario. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a man who's missed 2 weeks for every excuse in the book. We're going to go off of Gary down here with his what if scenario. Let's discuss what Gary's got for us. Gary, go ahead. With your what if, my man?
What if we could live without sleep?
Oh my God, we'd accomplish so fucking much.
Are you kidding me?
You kidding me, dude? Without sleep, we could get so much more shit done.
You know how useless most of the people are while they're awake? They would just be more useless.
You're saying sleep's a good thing?
Well, I feel like look, for the people who are doing things, they would get a lot more done. But for everyone else, it would just be consuming more data, consuming more content, consuming more food.
Yeah, I mean, I get,
and that's the vast majority of people. Let's be honest. How many real business owners are there? How many real creators are there out there? How many real productive members of society actually exist? The vast majority of us are just using up resources.
I get it, but listen, if we didn't have to sleep, like Tina was saying, the to-do list would always get done. You'd always have enough time within the day and night to get your shit done and over with. I mean, fuck, I think it'd be awesome. Zach, what about you?
No, I like my fucking sleep.
But what if sleep didn't exist? Like you never slept anyway, so you didn't know what sleep was. So therefore, you just constantly went.
Every business, every restaurant, everything was just open 24 hours.
A lot more money would be spent.
Goddamn right.
It would be. Tina says, but kids get to sleep, right? No, Tina, the kids would be wide awake. Kids don't sleep neither, so the parents would go kind of crazy on that one. So I guess there would be a downfall. The parents wouldn't have any downtime.
She's like, but I mean, come on, can the kids sleep?
Yeah, no, the kids, no. Let me rethink this. She said. Yeah, I guess maybe sleep's a good thing then. I guess you add that in. So we'll say maybe 3 hours of sleep. That's all you need, 3 hours, right? Or we'll just say, what if the adults don't sleep, but the kids got to? The kids are still going to get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, just by when you hit 18 years old is when your sleeping stops.
Right, exactly.
And then you can't even reproduce until you're 30.
Dude.
Damn. All right. We're going to go with Zach down here for his next what if scenario. Zach, what do you guys, sir, for your what if?
What if food could talk?
Oh, that would suck.
Like you're looking at a big juicy like steak or a burger, and you got to cut into it, and it's like, no, please.
But would it be talking to you like while you're preparing it too? Like
Right.
you're cutting the tomatoes, you're cooking the burger patty.
Like it starts screaming when you.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it starts like screaming when you put it on the grill.
Oh my god.
Dude, well, I mean, lobsters kind of already do that, don't they? Like,
yeah, they kind of do, right?
You hear a lobster screaming as you're putting in the hot kettle. Like you'll hear the lobster let off like a little scream.
Now, is that an actual scream, or is that just like the air being forced out of their shells?
My guess is it's more the air coming out of the being forced out of their shells, but it's just still kind of creepy as you throw it.
It's just air being like squeezed out of their face holes.
Their face holes.
It's like a little whistle.
Right. I mean, fuck. What about, you know what? You say like food. What if food could talk? But what if like, you know, everybody has a fear of spiders. What if spiders could fucking talk?
Oh, dude, fuck that. I'm already freaked out. Maybe it's like chasing, like, I'm going to get you in your sleep.
Yeah.
That would be fucking badass, man. Like, you can't get me, bitch. You can't kill me. Come at me. Come on.
Yeah, just wait when you're sleeping. I lay my eggs in your fucking brain.
Like,
no, I would never fucking sleep again, bro.
Yeah, but like, I mean, okay, so you got like those cute little fuzzy spiders, the little furry ones that are like not
Dude,
mean.
Gary.
Those guys are cool.
Gary.
But then what if you have like the tarantulas, which, or wait, what are the really gnarly ones in the desert? Camel spiders?
Camel spiders. Oh, yeah.
Dude. Those would be terrifying.
Dude,
what do you mean no? No, Gary, what? You don't like those little furry, cute little spiders that they made that little animation?
Gary, there are no fucking spiders that are cute. Bruh. Terrifying.
Nah, dude, you're wrong. There's little cute little furry spiders. I don't know what they are, but they're jumping spiders. They're like the little
that makes it so much fucking better.
Dude, they're adorable. I hate spiders, but these ones are like you could pet them.
The jumping spiders be cool because as they're jumping, you hear them go. You'll be like, oh, you could be like, oh, there's a spider. He's going.
Yeah, you know what? When it's going weak.
Hey,
gotcha, bitch.
The jump is done.
Mario is a Spider-Man's the only cute spider.
You guys. I'm somebody who's terrified of spiders too, and those little furry ones they're great.
I mean, what about Daddy Longlegs? though? Those would be kind of cool if they could.
They have like a really creepy, dark, deep voice. Her.
Dude, you know that Daddy Longlegs, the only thing they'd be doing is talking shit because, like, you motherfuckers, I'm the most poisonous spider in the world. I just can't penetrate you. Fuck you.
Yeah. They would be a movie bitch, wouldn't they?
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. That'd be great. That'd be great. Julie's over there. What if you're a spider? I mean, the pets. Julie asked, "What if your pets could talk to you?" Pets would be kind of cool.
That'd be dope.
I think pets would be kind of cool, but would be so much about pets is like dogs already get so emotional attached. Like when you leave to go to work and stuff like that, you'd feel so bad because the dog would be running up going, no, dad, daddy, don't leave me. Daddy. Oh man, that'd be horrible. That would be horrible. But when you're getting home, they're like, oh, dad's home. Oh man. I guess pets would be kind of cool. And cats would just be little bitches, though. I can imagine if a cat talks, it'd be a little prissy bitch. Like
they're like very independent, moody, cocky little fuckers, especially if they're knocking something off a counter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Watch this. Hey fucker. Uh, It's like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Like,
Oh man, I feel like cats would be like a Karen. Cats would have that Karen attitude.
until they want to be pet, because that's the only time that you can pet them is when they want to be pet.
That is true. That is true. I mean, Zach's always got a lot of cats coming to his house.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't like cats, Mark.
Uh-huh. Sure you don't.
I don't.
Ah. Your child over there playing in the background, Zach.
Oh, you hear her?
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's do somewhat of a let's have a fun one here. We've kind of talked about this before, but we've never done a what if scenario on it. And I think Zach and Gary like to talk about this one because Gary's dreaming of this to ever happen. But what if we discovered a definitive proof of extraterrestrial life within our solar system?
We already have.
What do you mean by we have?
They're out there.
They are. I think we have seen them, but like, what if there's definitive proof to the point of where it has been proven to the society, Congress, or other countries come out and said, "Hey," and we see a live alien
Within our solar system, though, like
Within our
they're
solar system.
living on Mars or whatever.
Moving at
Or,
Mars, right? Yeah, and, like the Range Rover's got pictures of them.
huh? That would be interesting.
Monster Hunter says, "I'd be happy. I can finally hunt daily."
I mean, I'd be stoked. Religions would collapse, or they'd have to find a way to like justify.
So you think religions would collapse if they figured out that aliens did exist? Why
I
would you?
mean, yeah, I think most religions call the idea of aliens demons.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I really don't know, but I think that religion would have a hard time uh,
Huh.
adjusting or coping or coming up with explanations for it or whatever.
I never heard of the concept of aliens being considered demons. That's interesting to me. All right.
Fallen angels or whatever. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, I guess Zach disappeared on his daughter, so we won't be asking Zach about aliens. He's doing his daddy duties, which is fine.
I got a good one here.
Go for it.
What if humans could regenerate lost limbs like starfish?
That would be the shit.
Oh, there's Zach.
That
That would be phenomenal. What's going on, Cheryl? That would be fucking phenomenal, dude. You would never have to worry about it. You go work any job you want and not worry about losing a limb. Go sky jumping. I mean, would you still die if you lose a limb?
It'd be like
But what if you
dude
get your
from-
head cut off? Does your body regrow a head or does your head regrow a body?
That's true. Or would it have to be like Jeepers Creepers? You'd have to eat like whatever you want to grow back, and it grows back.
That's weird.
Dude, speaking of eating what you'd want to grow back, did you see what happened in California?
Yes.
So, Zach, did you see that news article?
Huh?
I see y'all in chat. I'll get to your chat here in just a second. So, in California, somebody got hit by a train and they lost a limb. A homeless person picked up the limb, started walking down the street with it, and mowing down, dude. They were having lunch on the limb.
Hell yeah.
Like, dude,
Dude.
you imagine being the officer on that call?
Does that mean it's a zombie apocalypse now if he's munching on a limb?
Maybe.
I mean, it's as close to it as I think we're going to get.
Right? It sounds like Callie. Marty, it was raw. It was absolutely raw. Like, he literally picked it up off the train track, started walking down the road, and just started eating away like it was a big old chicken bone.
Mowing down on a little
Yeah,
bit of thigh.
I don't even think he had a salt and pepper neither. Like, he was just eating that with no seasoning or nothing, man.
Just raw dog and a human leg.
Maybe it was Liver King. You never know.
Ah, there you go.
Touche, right?
He's in Texas, though. I don't know if he goes to California very often.
True, touche.
And it's not testicles. He only likes to eat raw bull testicles.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I guess that's a delicacy, though, right? The testicles, they are a delicacy in other countries.
What are they called?
Rocky Mountain
Rocky
Oyster.
Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Dear God. Have you ever tried them, Gary?
No, I haven't.
Would you try them?
Probably not.
So if someone cooked them up in a soup and didn't tell you what they were, and after you ate it, they told you?
I mean, I would be looking at it and be like, "What the fuck is this?" Because this doesn't look like any meat that I've ever eaten before.
I mean, I would imagine. I see. I've never had it before. I wouldn't say that I would not try it because it's food, right? But I would imagine it'd almost be like a clam. You'd think it'd probably be like how it has that dirt feeling on the inside when you eat a clam.
I literally just ate clam chowder earlier today too.
Did you?
I've,
I can almost imagine.
I've never had
Clam.
clams.
What? You've never
Yeah.
had clams?
No.
Wow, dude, I miss eating clams. So I said when I found out deathly allergic clams, oh my God, steamers are the best, especially when you soak them in butter. Appreciate Cheryl. Have a great night.
Yeah, we lost her with the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Right? Marty says they are actually real tender, like a good steak. Really, Marty? So Marty's had them.
Interesting.
All right.
Ugh.
I don't know. I do like cow tongue. I do like tongue, beef tongue. Beef tongue is really good, Caleb.
Never had that either.
Really? Never had beef tongue? That's actually really good. You can bake in the oven or fry it up.
Lengua.
You
You can
What's
have
that?
lengua.
Lingua. Yeah, it is.
Lingua's tongue. You can have lengua tacos.
It is phenomenally good.
So Kaylin, just to go back to the alien one, she said that her mom is religious and she used to refer to aliens as demonic.
Interesting. See, I don't know, man. I guess I'm not that religious because I wouldn't think that aliens would be demonic. Beef tongue.
I mean, I wouldn't either, but I'm not like a hardcore religious person either, you know?
Right. I'll respond to Cheryl real quick. Cheryl, actually, we are all done here. For those who asked about the snowstorm, we were supposed to get snow and rain, and the rain was supposed to and unfortunately, we got snow and freezing rain, which caused an ice storm. My family and I were without power from 9 o'clock at night until 9 o'clock this morning. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Needless to say, I got to do some grocery shopping tomorrow. So yeah, thanks, Cheryl, though, for thinking of us. I appreciate you. I think we're going to Zach now for his what if scenario.
Oh, it's my turn again?
It
Okay.
is your turn.
Let me pull it up. Sorry. I was watching the chat. Let me see. What if you could teleport but would arrive naked?
Sign me up.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not just have every human walk around naked? So that way they don't have to worry about it.
Have you seen most humans, Mark?
I have, but the human bodies doesn't really matter. If
It
all right,
matters.
listen, if clothes did not exist, and you knew a
If
human body.
everybody was like super fit, that'd be great. But let's be honest.
So what you're saying? Wait. So let me go back
Yeah.
here.
No, I'm shallow. I'm a shallow piece of shit. Yes.
Okay, but
Yes.
there you go. Listen, man. Listen. What if
I already
clothes?
know what you're gonna say.
Like if clothes did not exist at all, so you didn't even know that a human body could be covered up, it wouldn't be bothering.
Yeah. But we don't live in that world. We live in a world where clothes matter. And I think with the way society is right now, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Oh man, well, Zach's over there agreeing with you. Imagine teleporting in front of a child. Yeah, monster, that would be bad, my man. That would be bad.
Why would you say that?
That would be bad. I'm kind of with Gary. Kaylin saying only if I went to one certain place. Lisa saying. All right, y'all. So yeah, I mean, I guess Zach. Some people are for you teleporting naked. Some people are not.
I would. I'd be doing the helicopter when I arrived.
So now, if you were to teleport naked, would it be just to like certain locations, or would it be wherever you go teleporting?
Wherever you go.
All right. Interesting. That I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm semi. Yeah. It's got its positives and
You have a friend meet you where you're gonna be teleporting and he's got a towel or something for you to cover up the goods.
There you go. I'm for it. Sign me up, Master Finger Blaster out there saying on TikTok.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This one is actually probably more around the corner than we actually want to agree with. But what if virtual reality became indistinguishable from real life? How would we differ from it?
Prove to me that we're not already doing that.
I was thinking you were gonna be friggin' jumping in there, whether or not if we're already living in this virtual reality world and the game's broken, and that's why all this shit is happening. I was
Doesn't
waiting.
even need to be broken. This could be by design. This could be the game, the
Yeah.
GTA 420.
It could be the game, but when, does the game ever end? Or
Yeah, it ends.
But how would it end?
We'll
right? How
find out eventually.
we'll find out.
We
Do you
all
think?
find out eventually.
Do you think we'll find out? Or do you think children's of children will find out?
We're gonna find out probably around 75 to 85 years old. Somewhere around there is usually where most people find out.
Oh, okay. So when we croak.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know. I didn't know if maybe you thought where the game's kind of broken right now, if it might be sooner than later, or so.
I mean, it could be some people don't make it that far, you know? Some people meet a bus preemptively in the game because they didn't look left.
Right. So Lily, okay. So Lily's saying what's happened on April 8th. So Lily, nothing's really happened on April 8th. I'm guessing you came in from one of my videos that went viral. Let's talk about that. So I did make a viral video on a what if scenario, and I said, what if during the solar eclipse, the rapture would happen. Now, mind you, this is a very controversial scenario because some people say that the rapture does not exist. The rapture is not supposed to happen. Some people say that their Bible says that the rapture will come, but a single person would not know when the time. Not even Jesus knows the rapture. The only person that knows the rapture is God and Himself. And I made the video just to see the communication, like the conversations I'd see that come in that video, and it's blown over 430,000 people have viewed that video. So yeah, but the solar eclipse is interesting, right? Because let's talk about that real quick before we go more on these what ifs, because it is very interesting. It does. You and I, Gary, talk about solar eclipse every time, and a solar eclipse happens, something does happen within either on that date or a week out after that. Typically, something happens like the solar eclipse. There's something that happens within that time frame of the solar eclipse, and it's been earthquakes. Different types of life events have happened during solar eclipse. I want the rapture to happen on a ring of fire eclipse.
Yeah. Caitlin brought up a good point. Why would they cancel school in the solar?
All right, so there is a couple schools canceling here in Maine. So number one, the schools that are getting canceled in Missouri, they're getting canceled because of the high tourist season. So basically, this is a state where no, seriously, they typically only have 12,000 people within that city. They're expecting something like over, was it 30 to 40,000 people being in there?
And that's why the National Guard is going to be there. It has nothing to do with
Nothing to do with this big old false flag or anything like that. That's not the case with this. And some of the other schools are actually being canceled because of a couple of different scenarios. Like here in Maine, the time that the solar eclipse is supposed to be happening, it's right around the time the kids would typically get out of school. So they're releasing kids early, and some schools are not having school. So this way here, the kids are home with their family or at their daycare. Because imagine dropping off, we'll say a first or a second grader who normally gets off the bus by themselves when that's happening and it's pitch dark outside. That is going to freak out that child.
That's okay.
So it's a safety reason more
it's
than
not going to be that traumatic of an experience.
Yeah, it's darker when they close their eyes and go to sleep. They'll be fine.
No, but some kids, listen, man, and some kids that age, it does freak them out. So I get it. I get it. My kids don't like the dark. We can't trust our kids to keep glasses on. Exactly, Marge. That's the other thing, right? Because you stop a kid who's like 6 or 7 years old, say you can't look up at the sky. That kid's gonna instantly go, huh? What? Ah! They're done for. Their eyes are toast. So yeah, it's the safety of the children. And Monster
What do you
Hunter,
mean their eyes are toast?
if you look directly in the sun, you fry your retinas.
I used to stare into the sun.
And look at you now, you're wearing glasses.
I know. I'm not blind. I mean, I'm pretty close to it, but I'm not blind.
Monster Hunter says National Guard ? Over on Twitch, and this says we're not scared of the dark. We are scared of what's inside the dark.
Ooh,
prophet.
Amazing, like that.
Who
Caleb,
did you steal that quote from?
that's a good quote. I like that. Gary's over there Googling the quote. Look at
No,
him.
that's like that reminds me of the movie with Vin Diesel when he's got the goggles on and he lives underground or some shit.
All right, I'm gonna
Like that's like something you'd read in a fortune cookie.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
Dude, speaking of fortune cookies, I had one fortune cookie one time. No bullshit. I saved it. I don't fucking know where I put it, but all it literally said was "Ask your mom." Swear to God on everything that is holy, it was fucking hilarious. I was like, no way, I just got this. I'm saving that shit.
Now, did you have
That's
a question in your head or something you were thinking about that time that maybe you were trying to look for advice on and
No,
ask your mom for? No.
I was drunk as shit eating Chinese food.
Like, all right, mom, just tell us, spill the beans. What happened? Just tell me.
Oh man. So I think we're down to Gary now. Oh wait, I'm dying
Oh.
to what the fortune cookie said.
All right, let me.
We're going to, here's what if. What if, oh wait, Marty's got one. Here's a what if. What if
Okay.
there was no religion but still believe in a higher power or God?
But wouldn't that be
That's
religion?
kind of.
That'd still be religion though.
Well, I think maybe, are you saying what if there was only one religion versus multiple religions? Because in order to believe in a higher power or a God, there would have to be a religion.
Yeah, I mean, didn't the Greeks or whatever believe in multiple gods?
Yeah, they had so many gods, all the Greek
Right.
gods. Yeah. But like, what if there was no religion? So we'll say one religion. So I go off that. If there was only one religion, maybe we wouldn't have so many holy wars. Because a lot of these wars that we do have that you see overseas, stuff like that, is a holy war. So maybe that would have saved us from a lot of holy wars. But also at the same time, what would our history look like without holy wars?
True.
Our history would be changed fucking tremendously because there's been so many holy wars. So Hunter, go ahead. What's your what if? Go ahead, everybody. If you got what ifs, folks, type them down here. We're definitely, and feel free to call into the show too. If you guys got a what if, guys and gals got a what if, feel free to go ahead and call into the show. Here, I'll throw it up real quick for you. There's the phone number right there. You can call into the show. If you got one for us, we'd love to talk. And listen, this is just a fun episode here where we're talking away. I've already got to do audio editing because Gary screwed up my audio and I wasn't able to hear shit. It was horrible. But yeah, feel free to call
What I
in.
do. It's what
Would
I
you
do.
right? Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? I think I'd go 10 years.
10 years is the question. 10 years.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to see the shit that my kid
Oh,
has.
10 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes. I'd go 10 minutes.
I'd go 2 days.
Well, no. We've got, I said that wrong.
There's
at
two
first.
scenarios, dude.
Yeah,
There's
two
10
scenarios.
minutes
10
or
minutes.
150 years.
Oh, okay. I'd go 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd go 10 minutes because I'm not going to be alive in 150 years. So I'd love to see the future every 10 minutes. Why not?
I'd go 150 years.
Really? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
So you can see the pain that we don't have to go through.
You gotta have
I think it'd just be more interesting.
to see where you'd be. I mean, in 150 years, how long would you be able to see that 150 years? All right. So maybe you can use it to your advantage.
I mean, either my kids or my grandkids, I could set them up for success.
True. If you knew what to do, how would you find out like what to invest in? Say, oh wait,
Yeah, just whatever fucking company is a $1 trillion company, tell your kids, hey, when this shit goes public, throw all your fucking money into it. Or if there's like some sort of invented product, teach your kid how to fucking do that, and then tell them to teach their kid how to do that. And maybe it's your family that invents it.
All right.
Maybe your family could be the next, Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or whatever, Einstein, what have you.
All right. I guess that makes more sense than going 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I say
I think ahead. I'd like to.
Imagine playing GTA 8.
Oh dear God. Kaylin's got one. What if someone followed you around and narrated your life? Who would you want it to be? Oh man, who would I want to narrate my life?
Oh,
Gilbert Gottfried.
oh shit! That's who I was thinking of. Yeah. Oh, man, I couldn't think of his name. Oh God, that'd be so good.
Really? Why
Yeah,
Gilbert Godfrey?
because he's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, dude, it'd be funny as shit.
I think I'd go Adam Sandler.
Why? Did you look like him?
No, because he'd get parody songs as I'm narrating my life. It'd be great.
Maybe Jack Black. That'd be
Oh
funny.
Jesus, Jack Black would be funny.
Jack Black, his song Peaches.
Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey, dude, for sure.
Or Kevin Hart.
Kevin
What's the guy in is it the Police Academy movies where like I can't what's
He's
his
talking about
name?
the guy that makes all the noises.
Yeah, he's like he always does like that weird shit. Yeah, that guy's great too. He was an awesome comedian, funny guy.
Is he the one that makes fun of his brother Rodney?
I can't remember the jokes, but I just remember his voice was like it's almost hard to listen to because it sounds like he's struggling to get words out. But
Is he a white guy or black guy?
he's a white dude.
Oh, okay, it's not the comedian.
I thought he was talking about the black guy, the one that did all the noises, like the sound.
Yeah, I was thinking he was doing
Oh
the
yeah, that guy is good too.
the one that makes fun of his handicapped brother named Rodney.
Oh dear God. Yeah.
I don't have the time to Google these things, but
Let's see. This guy saying, in Monster saying, into the narrator, I say the teacher from the Peanuts movie, the person you can't. Right.
that'd be fun.
Right.
Bobcat Goldthwait. Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, there you go. You figured it
Nucleus
out.
knows. Yeah.
Nucleus knows a lot. We're gonna have Nucleus on the show one of these days.
Yeah, Bobcat. That's the dude.
Nucleus is quite educated out there. I love how he's getting us pretty good out there. But I think excited for this message. Oh shit, Steph, that's right. I do get a message for some children out there. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, then we'll get back to more what ifs. We got a shit ton. Listen, folks, I do want to say something. Gary actually talked to me about this. So no, ladies and gentlemen, number one, if you've got children that are in school right now that may still be awake, please put them on right now. If you don't mind a little vulgar language, because I may drop a couple of vulgar language points here, but seriously, there is a valid point to what I gotta send a message.
If you got kids, let them listen. I'm gonna drop some f bombs.
Yeah, listen, no, seriously though, because on X you mentioned that you saw a video of a teenager getting their head smashed into a curb.
Oh yeah, that girl.
There's one thing I can say, right? When we were in high school, there was always fights no matter what, right? There was always fights, but there was a respect when it came to the fighting. When there was a fight, once the person was knocked down, we were done. We turned around, we walked away. We didn't sit there and obliviate the person until they couldn't freaking move anymore. Not in a school fight. I see both these staring at me. Did you guys do that? Did you keep pounding on a person afterwards?
No, Mark, I'm a one punch knockout kind of guy, so I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, generally fights were just to like win. You weren't trying to literally murder somebody.
Right. No. And the problem is today too, is I feel like in our school system, our kids are being fed off of what they're seeing here on social media. The hatred that they're seeing on social media between every political party out there, they're being fed out on that. They're being fed out by these different organizations and groups out there that are calling for certain, races and stuff like that. And they're not being talked to by their parents. And if they are being talked to by their parents, these kids that are causing these acts of violence that are so freaking bad, it's just mind-blowing to me, and I just wish our kids would do better, and I'm scared for my son. I've got a son who is, I wouldn't say he's mentally challenged, but, he does not know when to stop. When he touches somebody or, like, pokes around, he thinks he's playing, he doesn't know when to stop. He's about to go into middle school where this girl just had her head bashed into, and this type of shit scares the hell out of me, so, I mean, I just wish parents would get more involved and these kids would stop following in everything that these social media influencers say. I work with you, so unfortunately some of the parents are encouraged. Yeah, exactly. Listen, so I'm all about self-defense, right? I'm all about if a kid is being pushed or shoved around to, not sit there and just not take it. But at the same time, there's a thing called respect. At least that's when we were children, we grew up, when we were teenagers. When you fought, you fought. Once you were knocked down and you felt it, you learned your lesson, that person walked away. Typically, you shook hands the next day and you were friends. I remember getting a fight with a kid that, I don't know if you guys remember this. This was back in the day. 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 This was ba we ratted out on my brother because he pulled a fire alarm at school. And of course, we had this big circle around us on the top of the stairs. Everybody wanted me to fight him because he ratted out my brother. We got in a tussle. We fell over the flight of the stairs. We both had each other in a headlock. And we both looked at each other because I think we are both same strength. We're like, we done? We stopped. We became friends after that. I mean, I just don't know. Things are different today, kids. I just wish these children out there would do better. Um, and someone's asked me, we're going way off topic here. What else you got for me? My son wears braces on his legs and one of his bullies tripped. God damn, Kalen.
Well, not for Kalen's kid situation, but I think all kids, or maybe including your kid, I think all kids and all people should learn some martial art. Jiu-jitsu, Krav Maga, boxing, kickboxing, karate. Um, I mean, I think jiu-jitsu is great. I think Krav Maga is great. I think it's humbling, and then it also lets the people who are bigger realize that they can be put in their spot by somebody smaller and weaker than them. And I think it's good for the kids who are smaller and weaker to learn that they can do that to somebody bigger than them. And then what that does is it kind of puts everybody not necessarily on a level playing field, but it just everybody realizes that the next person next to them who might be very, unassumingly dangerous, they might just look like a normal person. They could be dangerous. And then just nobody really messes with anybody else because everybody can kind of defend themselves to some degree. And it's like, I understand that shit's expensive and it requires a lot of time, but I think that if you invest a little bit of money and time into your safety and well-being and development, I think it pays in dividends throughout a life. I think martial arts is a really good skill for everybody to learn.
No, and I agree with you on that. Matter of fact, maybe that's something that people should go to their schools for, right? It'd be a great after school program that maybe some of these kids need. Maybe work out some of the sensei. I know the school can probably have it in their budget. I'm sure. If not, they can
But it'd
fundraise.
be a liability because just like sports, you're gonna get hurt, right? Like the kids who are playing football are gonna get hurt, and it's like you better damn well understand that the kid
Well,
that's
there's
kind of a little goofy and kind of a little weak and insecure in boxing is gonna get a bloody nose.
right.
And then you know what I mean? It's like you're supposed to learn from that, but yet that's more of an extracurricular activity. That's an out of school activity. That's something that the parents unfortunately need to uh, or maybe schools can work out a deal with certain dojos or certain gyms or something.
Well, that's what
But
I'm saying. Like, make it happen. Like, have the schools there because I think that's another problem with our inner city schools and stuff like that. There's not really any resources for the children or any programs to help these kids get into. Like when you and I were in school, there was a lot of programs that if you want to get involved. For once, I became a volunteer firefighter, junior volunteer firefighter, and that was a great program because they based it off of your grades and so forth and stuff. I don't know. I just think our kids are going to do better, folks. And yeah, I agree with y'all. It is a parents and popularity test. The popularity's always been there, though. I mean, the school that we went to in California was so segregated, like different groups. You had your stoners, your skaters, your freaking gangsters, your preppies.
to answer kind of Marty's question, he's saying, does everyone understand the root cause of the kids that are the bullies? Every obviously every situation is different, but generally speaking, those kids are probably coming from a shitty home life situation.
What I was about to say.
Yeah, like they're probably coming from a broken home, and violence and that shitty behaviors is what they know, it's what they're comfortable with, and it's how they are coping. Um, and so maybe it's those kids whose families can't afford to put them in the martial arts classes, but um, I don't know. I feel like there's a solution. I don't know the answer. I don't know how to organize or to get it done, but I feel like martial arts is a good thing. Any type of like discipline for inner city kids, for some of the weaker kids, for the bullies. I feel like having a discipline, having some sort of outlet, having some type of like good moral character to look up to and have influence from especially if you come from like a broken home without a father or something. I feel like that's important. And I feel like martial arts or some weightlifting, like I'm a pretty big advocate for CrossFit. I feel like some sort of discipline is really good for kids to kind of put their energy into and to develop a skill that requires um, dedication, mindfulness, delayed gratification. It requires consistency and all of those things. I feel like it's important.
Right. I mean, it's also friends too, right? It's peer pressure. Peer pressure is huge.
Yeah, but if everybody's doing things that are building up moral character, then if you're going to have more kids doing more of the right things, and then you're going to have more of the right influence. And then the ones who are doing the shitty things might be more influenced into doing the better things. Or they're not going to have as many people to recruit to do the shitty things because the kids will be more busy doing the things that they get a benefit from. But I hear you, and I agree with you.
I feel like this. You know what? It's kind of interesting we're having this conversation. I feel like this could be a full blown podcast in itself to really research on some of the stuff. So, folks, why don't we come back to this one at another time? We can Gary, myself, Zach, and I could talk about it and figure out maybe we can do a show somewhat borderline. Because yeah, I think it'd be a good show. Maybe we can get some parents on here whose children been bullied, or get some different perspectives as well. I think it'd be for a great podcast and allow TikTok to come in on this one. So let's move on back to what we were talking about here with different what if scenarios. Monster Hunter has one on here because this is kind of interesting. Kind of goes with what we were a little bit talking about. What if you found out someone you loved had committed a terrible crime? Would you eat some cheese and rat them out? Or would you help them out and make sure their secret always stayed secret for the crime that
Depends
they
on what the crime is.
Hold on one second here. That is not the phone. That is TikTok asking me to verify that I'm still live. That is not a phone call.
So how do you verify that you're still alive?
I just had to slide a little puzzle piece.
Oh,
I had to slide a little puzzle piece over saying, hey, I'm still here, TikTok. That's a way to make sure that you're not falling asleep on it.
Hmm.
So Caitlin says, do the crime, do the time.
Yeah,
So
if it's a terrible crime, then it's a terrible crime. If it's a petty crime, yeah.
all right, Zach, what are you saying? What do you say? If you had a family member that committed a crime, we'll say first they created a white collar crime.
What's a white collar crime?
We'll say a financial type of crime. They
Hmm.
laundered money
Hey,
or
you better share that motherfucking wealth, homie.
would you rat him out or would you let him slide?
Yeah, like Monster Hunter said, is there a reward? Because I'll fucking turn their ass in.
What's in it for me, big dog? What's in it for
Right.
me?
We got Monster over here who I don't think he's talking about a family member, but he says I would blackmail him, saying date me or I'll rat you out. Damn. I mean, if you got to blackmail someone to date you, Monster Hunter, I'm not sure. Maybe we need to talk about something else with you. We can talk later on in the show. I don't even know where we're at on the what ifs. Who is next up on it?
I'll go.
You'll go? All right, go for it.
What if pets could speak human languages?
I think we already did that one.
Did we already do that, or was that before the show?
Cats and dogs. No, we did that during the show.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Was.
What if we had a reliable way to predict the future?
If we had a reliable way? Explain more. Would it be considered a reliable way to predict the future?
If you could, like, if your whatever the prediction was true and accurate.
I would say that we already have something like that, like Nostradamus.
Nah, fool.
See, this is where we're going to argue because I believe that we do have some people that predicted the future.
Nah.
And they truly do
No.
exist. See, here we go. Folks, here we go. This is going to turn into another show.
So that's this is like me saying, I wanted somebody to tell me 10 years ago and set me up and just say, Bitcoin's going to hit 100 grand. Here's 100 Bitcoin or 1,000 Bitcoin. It's like, how did you know? Well, this is how I know. It's like, ah, shit. Well, you've been right before. Nostradamus Nah, fool.
Yeah, dude. Nostradamus has been legit. He's had quite a bit of his Yes, he's had quite a bit of his predictions come true.
That's like me saying, at some time there will be a great earthquake. Guess what? There's going to be a big earthquake at some point. There's going to be a plague. Yes, that also is going to happen. There will be an eclipse where the sun and the moon, the light will be blocked out. It's going to happen.
I got non-believers on the show, folks. All right, so Nucleus tells us to look up the Project Looking
I
Glass.
know about Project Looking Glass.
Okay, so what about this? Why am I being told to look it up? What's the deal, Project?
Look it up. Fucking look it up.
Well, you know what? The Simpsons director is a time traveler. I agree with you, Monster Hunter.
The Simpsons. All right, there we go. Simpsons director Gary. Explain why
that's pretty coincidental. I do like that. I do
pretty
like
coincidental,
that.
or is it a fortune teller?
Nobody knows.
Because I'm with Gary again. Really? Why are y'all gonna be like, y'all don't believe in like psychic mediums? Like people.
See, they're all saying what I usually say. I agree with Gary. See? I'm catching on.
How can people not have that belief that someone can tell the future at a certain extent? Or
okay. So look, as I've said before, it's a percentage thing, right? There's 8 billion people on the planet. There might be 3 who are really in tune with shit and can figure something out. But all of the psychics on TikTok and fucking call 1-800-BETTY the psychic, horse shit. If you knock on their door and they go, "Who is it?" I'm turning around. I'm not giving them any money. I don't care. You have an aunt that died and somebody with the letter R was important to you. Stupid.
How'd you know?
Yeah, I'm just not.
You're not feeling it?
I'm not feeling it, dude.
All right, Zach, what about you? Do you believe there's somebody can predict the future and that there are fortune tellers, like people who can actually foresee the future and know what's coming? Or do you call
Well, see, me, I like you go back to the medium shit. I don't believe unless I witness shit. So my friend Cammy, that I'm friends with on here, she does that shit. Like, she has to be kind of intoxicated when it really works, but it works. I promise you.
Interesting.
Dude, when I first met her, bro, she told me about my dad. She told me my dad's grandpa's name, everything, how my dad looked in high school, how he looked at like years ago. I was like, how the fuck did you know that? And there's nothing. I typed my dad's name on Google, nothing popped up, so they can't Google that shit.
All right. Gary's over there shaking his head. What do you think? It was just luck, Gary?
I don't know. I don't know the answer, but I know that these people can't just fucking know shit.
Or talk to the dead?
I don't buy it.
I see dead people.
There's the percentage of people that make the claim that they can do it versus the percentage of people who may actually have an ability is vast. So out of 8 billion people on the planet, every fucking TikToker that claims that they're a medium can't possibly be a real medium.
I love when Gary gets fired up.
Mathematically fucking impossible.
All right, so I'm going to make a call out again. Once again, I'm going to have to make a clip probably by myself. How long are we into the podcast right now? 53:28. Folks, listen, if there is any psychic medium out there and you would love to come on the show to prove my brother wrong, that psychic mediums do exist, or you can actually perform, like be a psychic medium and shock the shit out of them, please let me know, and I would love to have you on the show. Zach is telling us 1 second over here. But as we're waiting on Zach, I'll read some of the chat here.
You're going to get your drunk friend over here to start telling us the future?
Give
me the fucking lottery numbers for the Powerball. Or shut the fuck up.
Kate said, no one would ever know. I'm an percentages. Nicholas says, what percentage of the human brain is on average utilized?
Good question. We use 100% of our brain, but we only use a small percentage at a time. That's already proven.
Dude, what if? Okay, so have you ever seen that movie with what's his fucking name? Bradley Cooper. Where he eats the pill.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is that called?
I don't know.
Limitless.
Limitless. Yeah.
Mark wouldn't know that because he
Yeah,
hasn't
if
fucking
I've
watched
seen Limitless. I probably don't remember it, but I think I've seen it.
Yeah, but you'll
It's a
never watch
great,
it again because it's more than 5 years old. And
yeah, it's a
you're
great fucking
schmuck.
movie too.
Yeah.
But no, he eats a pill that his ex brother-in-law
Invents. Yeah.
makes, and it makes
Yeah.
you like use 100% of your brains, and he becomes like a millionaire and fucking
it.
gets on all
Give me
these
that
stock
shit.
shit.
Give it to me,
It's fucking amazing.
dude. I would take it. Basically, that's just microdosing.
Yeah, because it ends up almost killing him, and the only way that he wouldn't,
Yeah, right.
the only way he didn't die is if he was on that drug. And
Yeah.
then like near the end, he like becomes a person that runs for president, and he like made it so it lasts like permanently.
I gotta watch that movie again. Actually,
I know.
Thanks for bringing
I
that
think,
up, dude.
I think I have it on DVD, but no
Dude,
one
I'm gonna
fucking-
watch it again. I might watch it twice in a row. Just fucking
Yeah,
to spite
Mark.
I'm gonna find a psychic medium to come on the show. I really am. I'm gonna find one, and we're gonna sit down, Gary. And I want you to have an open mind if we do find a psychic medium, and I want you to keep your mind open, and let's see if we can have a good show with it. He's not impressed. All right, let's move on to more what if scenarios. Oh shit, Gary, you already went last. Zach, you're next up. What do you got for a what if for us?
Okay, let's.
Stand by. We got a call coming in.
It's probably fucking Sully.
Call from
Zach's a bitch.
Yeah.
accept, press 1.
Zach's a bitch. You're on the air. Who is this?
Yeah, I just wanted to say Zach's a bitch. This is coming from Sully 3193. Zach, you did get your ass beat a couple times in battles today. I just want to say, what if you win a game? That'd be a shocker to everybody. Guys, I love y'all. Go.
All right, everyone on TikTok, if you heard that name, I want you to follow it. Every time he's live, report it.
God, that's savage.
He's actually in the chat right now, guys. Go follow him and report him every time he's live.
All right, Zach, what is your what if again?
What if real life were more like movies?
But isn't it already?
God damn it, that was a bad one. What if you could only speak in question?
Ooh.
That would be quite interesting to have a conversation with, wouldn't it?
Would it be?
I'm not sure. Zach, what do you think?
I don't know, Gary. Do you think that'd be crazy?
Is it even possible?
If you could have a conversation by only asking questions, Zach, what's your opinion on that?
I don't know, Mark. That'd be really nuts. What do you think?
I think that'd be absolutely asinine. Gary, what do you think?
How many questions do you think you'd ask in a day?
I'm not sure. Maybe 15. Zach, how many questions do you think you can ask in a day?
I don't know. I want to say fucking too many, but Gary, how many questions do you think you could ask in a day?
Do you think we could keep this going longer?
I don't know. Do you think we're annoying the chat?
If we're ignoring the chat, do you think they would let us know down in the chat? What do you think, Gary?
Chat, can you help us on this?
Do you think it's fucking better to wipe front to back or back to front?
That's a very quick question, but the question really entertains is, does Jeffrey wipe with those long ass fingernails? Does he poke his finger through?
Oh, yeah, I know. I wonder, do you think he ever gets his little jewels stuck in his butt crack?
Oh, very good question. If he does get it stuck, how does he get him out? Gary, what are your thoughts?
Who's Jeffrey?
Sully's boyfriend.
Yes. Oh, shit, Zach, you just killed it because you didn't end it with a question.
Isn't it?
You already fucked it up, Zach. You already fucked it up. Well, we kept it going for a little bit. I guess that would be quite the interesting way to talk.
Dude, that would fucking get in. I'd end up punching myself in the face.
We should do a battle one of these days. Well, that's all we do is no music. We just sit there and just talk to each other within questions.
Nah, dude.
It'd get tough.
I'd cancel myself.
He did fail, Monster. He did fail.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was getting annoying. I had to stop. I had to end it, Monster.
All right, here's a good one for us. For some of us at a certain age, I don't think it would really mess with us too much. But here's a serious one. What if the internet suddenly ceased to exist?
Ooh, I like it.
Everyone would lose their fucking minds, probably.
How would society adapt to not
Well,
have?
for one, lots of jobs use the internet to promote their shit and have sales on the internet. So that would be hard to have sales if you own a business or any business at that. So
Global commerce would
mhm.
definitely cease to exist on the scale that it is right now.
You think so? You think if internet ceased, you think we would be? You don't think we would be able to survive it if internet went down at this point? No one had internet.
Oh, I think it would be chaos for a little bit, and we'd have to like reset. Everything is done online right now.
It is banking.
Phones, banking, communications, GPS. I mean, go back to 1980. Going from 2024 to 1980 overnight. Like we would probably be able to adjust because we're of that era, but any kid born in 1995 and beyond would be absolutely lost.
It would be. Yeah, Caitlin says dial up. Oh my, dial up is horrible. Dial up though, man.
Fuck
I
that.
remember when you had to have a little device hooked up to your phone so that way there somebody could call you and it disconnect.
Yeah, you remember trying to fucking sign on the AOL instant message?
Like most people don't have encyclopedias. Most people don't have a library of books. If you have a question about something, you can't just Google it.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be able to use phones like these anymore. If internet
No,
ceased to exist, you wouldn't be able to use smartphones anymore. Smartphones would be
not
done.
at all. You wouldn't have cell phones.
Yeah.
It would. Wow, we would be back to landlines.
Now, on that same type of energy, what if the internet was a sentient being?
Mm.
Interesting, but isn't it already kind of evolving to be that?
All because
What if
hey,
it was? Do you think it would like humanity, or do you think it would like not like us?
It would possibly try to destroy humanity.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It'd probably try to destroy us.
I think
It's
it would
like
try.
think of all the shit that people talk to each other on the internet versus how like polite people pretend to be in person.
Well, think about how we're training it right now. If you look at the world of AI, and this is why I think the government is somewhat fearful of the AI. People are because what if one day the AI sits there and thinks that the human population is a danger to itself and tries to eliminate us, either A, by activating nukes, or B, by doing other things, and terror attacks are being caused by artificial intelligence. We don't have to worry about terror attacks from other countries. Terror attacks would actually be coming from artificial intelligence in itself.
What if the AI did one of the two things? Either made every bank account in the world zero, or every bank account in the world have like $100 million.
Oh, they would not be traceable, and they'd be hard as hell for
Just
the bank. To figure.
every bank account in the world, just suddenly $100 million appears overnight.
It'd be chaos either way because no one would go to work, so therefore your food chains would stop, your restaurants would cease. Nobody, you'd be screwed no matter what. If it went to zero, if everybody in the world had $100 million, you'd be screwed.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Right.
Kayla says, "Have you guys heard about those loans they have on our names?"
No, do tell.
I think I know what she's talking about. So,
I
so
don't.
essentially, there's a theory. I don't know how true it is. So, when you are born and you are given your birth certificate and your social security number, your social security number is essentially your bank account number with the government, and your birth certificate is your bond with the government. So your birth certificate's actually a bond, and the government supposedly has a checking account within your name. I don't know. That's really weird, dude. Like you'd have to look into it. It's an interesting theory, but it has gone around quite a bit that your birth certificate's a bond, your social security number is a bank account number that belongs to your name, and that money in there is yours. You can't have the money out of it though,
Hmm.
but the money's there.
Well, you know why your name is in all capital letters on your driver's license, right? Or your ID or whatever, because you're property of the U.S. government.
Really?
I've heard about that one. Yeah, because your name has to be in all caps for a legal document.
Yep. Like you are a property. You're a piece of property.
Interesting. So yeah, I've had heard what Kayla was talking about, but it's very interesting theory. You'd have to look into that one. That one's a really interesting theory.
Yeah. I remember when one of my first jobs, I was in my early 20s. I might still have the document somewhere. I'll have to look for it. But a guy that I was talking to told me about like the capital letters on the driver's license. And he said that there's a way that you can like get out of paying taxes and all of this other shit, and you become like
Citizen.
you become a sovereign citizen.
Sovereign citizen.
You can
Yeah.
drive, you don't have a license, you don't need any of these things. And he sent me a packet to my work in like a fucking manila envelope that was like broke down the process of how to do it.
No shit.
Yeah, I got it somewhere, dude. I feel like I saw it not too long ago when I was
I believe
cleaning up.
we talked about a sovereign citizenship
Sorry.
before. I think we talked about somebody. I think it was a guy that got pulled over. My wife's responding to what we're talking about there. She goes, "Yes, we're all slaves."
Yeah, we are. We're property to the corporation of the United States of America.
Yeah. So to go back to Gary's question, what if we were all given $100 million? That would also probably cease the government. The government probably definitely would not exist at that point.
Well, it's I don't know if the government wouldn't exist. The government still might exist, but it's like
How
nobody's going to go to work.
right? How would the government function at that point if everybody in the U.S. or everybody in the world had $100 million in the bank account? No one's working, so therefore now the government producing money, right? They're not making taxes off of you now. You got $100 million. They are not making tax money off you. The government will cease to exist. It would full blown be anarchy. That's my opinion on that. I think the government would cease to exist if everybody had $100 million.
I think there'd still be a government. I just think that I think there would be chaos because nobody's going to work. For sure, nobody's going to work.
Right.
I mean, maybe like the 0.5% of people who actually do what they enjoy would show up.
so the
But
strippers.
I wouldn't go to work. I am not making any more cold calls. No, thank you.
Hell no, I wouldn't be going to work. Fuck that.
Right?
Nah, I wouldn't be working 100%.
Yeah.
If I did, I'd start a fun business. Maybe I'd start like a food cart, dude. I'd love to have a food cart. I think
Yeah,
that'd be
but
fun.
where are you going to get your food?
Well, I guess I'm buying a farm with my 100 million.
Right? Like
Buy-
you need cattle, you need to grow like you would it like no vendor is going to exist anymore. No raw material is going to be delivered anymore. Truckers aren't driving truck anymore.
See, that means all restaurants would go out of business then.
Everybody would be like, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like whether it goes to 0 or $100 million, it would essentially be the same thing.
Man.
Right.
Well, so that would mean would grocery stores still be around or no?
Now
I
grocery
mean, they
store-
wouldn't. Where are they going to get the drivers? Are not going to be driving their truck to pick up the bread.
Well, let's
from
just say the
butter,
Amish should be the only ones surviving.
pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Because the Amish should know what the hell they're doing.
Wild, huh?
It would be absolutely wild. All right, so I got a what if that's kind of in the reverse of what Gary had.
Mm.
What if humans had to hibernate like bears?
How long do bears usually hibernate? A year?
They hibernate throughout the winter months.
The
So
winter
6 months. They hibernate for 6 months.
6 months.
How do you think the world would be if humans actually hibernated like bears?
Oh my god, can you imagine fucking how hairy we'd be when we woke up?
The first thing Zach pops in his head is how hairy we'd all be.
Mark would actually probably have a full grown beard.
No, he still wouldn't. This shit would still be patchy.
A quarter inch longer than what it is now, unfortunately. Oh man, no, I mean that would probably destroy our economy too if you think about it, because who's going to be awake to maintain the food chain?
Or everybody just goes into hibernation. Like it's like it'd be planned for, right? Like everything shuts
Motherfucker.
down for 3 months or 4 months.
Yeah, but how would your farm survive without being maintained? I think Zach just answered that question.
Total darkness.
I dropped my iPad fell off. Sorry.
Monster, go ahead. I see you down there. What do you got for your last what if? Go ahead, Monster. I'll wait for you down there. But we're waiting for your Monster. We'll come back to you, Monster. Zach, what's yours? Oh wait, no, Monster's got one. What if some stars are aliens that have snipers and lightning as a bullet landing and the sound? What?
How high are you,
Monster, how much have you smoked, my
How
man?
high are you, bro?
Like that question. I'm sorry, my man. I'm not trying to be mean, but that question I am not getting.
He is high. That's why.
What if some stars are aliens that have snipers and lightning is bullets landing and the sound is the thunder? I kind of get what he's saying.
Okay, yeah,
but
all
he's
right.
high is
He's saying if the stars were aliens that had snipers, lightning was the bullets coming from space, and the sound of the bullets getting shot out was the thunder.
I don't know, man. I think I got to be on your level, Monster.
I stopped smoking weed a year ago, bro. If I hadn't, I'd be right there with you, man.
Monster, I feel like I got to be on another level to answer that question, my man. And the funny part is, I mean, you say that, but it reminds me back when I was a kid, and the thunder and lightning would go off. My parents used to tell me that it was God bowling. The thunder was God bowling, and every time the lightning went off, God got a strike.
God's a shitty bowler. I don't know.
Oh man, let's go to Zach though. Zach, what is your what if, my man?
What if you had to convince someone that you were actually your own identical twin?
What?
I don't know. That was just at the top of the list. Okay, I would do
Zach,
that.
how high are you, bro?
Right, Zach, how much have you smoked prior to the podcast?
Didn't you just crack open a can? What was that? Was that a tall boy or is that another monster?
Don't worry about it.
Monster says we're related.
Okay, what if a celebrity started coming to you for advice?
If a celebrity came to me for advice, I'd probably have to ask them the same question we asked Monster. How high are you? Because I'm not sure why a celebrity would come to me for advice.
Okay, wait. Here's a good one. What if your 12-year-old self wrote your dating profile?
Oh,
man.
God. Dude, that'd be horrible. Like, wait, if my 12-year-old self had to write a dating profile for me as of now or how I was back then?
Either one.
God, my 12-year-old self back then? No. God, that'd be horrible. I know my 12-year-old self was a troublemaker.
12-year-old self thought he was a thug.
Yeah. Oh man, those are some bad days. I wasn't as jaded back then. Nicholas.
Yeah, I feel the same as that for sure.
I don't know about that, Nicholas. Gary was definitely jaded back when he was 12. He didn't know how to pour a soda back then.
No, bruh. First of all, that's not true.
Gary sat there and poured a soda and pretended like it was a friggin' Niagara Falls. He'd pour it and just pour it over the glass.
A, I was 11. And B, my older brother, who shall not be named, got me high as shit at a hotel party with a dude who was like 30 hanging out with a bunch of fucking 10-year-olds. So that's who this now
Mark.
I might be responsible now, but he definitely wasn't back then.
As Arnold Schwarzenegger did.
I still got the lingering cough from that shit.
All right, per our conversation out here on TikTok, folks, just so everybody knows, you're going to get a little warning down there. TikTok is now telling us that our content is not suitable for people under the age of 18, which I agree with TikTok. So thank you, TikTok, for...
Did you really just get age restricted?
I did get age restricted. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. Who do we go for the next what if?
All right, I got one here.
Gary's got one.
I'd be
I
screwed.
don't care if the show's called the Mark G Show. It's Gary's show now.
Oh yeah.
What if we could interact with our ancestors through technology? Like, what if you could chat
Like our
with Abe
past
Lincoln?
ancestors?
Yeah, what if you could chat with like Abe Lincoln on a FaceTime call?
Dude, that'd be the shit.
Right?
That'd be pretty awesome.
I would fucking so have a conversation with Abe Lincoln.
But do
That's
you think, with everything going on right now, and you talk to your ancestors, how do you think they would react when you told them with everything that's going on currently?
Bruh, Thomas Jefferson. You
Do
think
you
he'd
think
be
they're excited right now? What's going on?
probably not.
Project Looking Glass. Nicholas saying, "No, he's just Looking Glass."
looping it back in? Huh?
He is. He is. I'm guessing it has something to do with that.
It's yeah, yes.
Okay, where can I look up this Project Looking Glass?
Just Google it. You could just Google it. There's a lot of YouTube videos on it. What is the other one? There's Project Looking Glass, and then what's the one with the ship? Is that Looking Glass?
He's trying to think of it now.
Philadelphia Experiment, maybe? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Monster Hunter says he'd want an Atari. Hey, Atari was cool shit, man.
Dude, I had an Atari. I had a Sega Genesis. I had fucking original Nintendo. I had all that cool shit when I was younger growing up.
Pac-Man was a shit, man. Pac-Man.
Nah, dude, the original Donkey Kong was the shit.
No, what was
Donkey
that?
Kong was pretty dope.
What was that spaceship one where you had to go around all the comets and you had to blast them away? What the hell was the name of that game?
Space Invaders.
Yes, man. Space Invaders is a shit. All right, so what Gary's looking up all that stuff over here.
I'm not looking nothing up.
All right, gotcha. I thought you were looking up
No,
something.
I ain't looking up shit. No, I was thinking Philadelphia Experiment along with Project Looking Glass. Those are two things that might be fun for you to look up.
All right, gotcha.
I've looked up too many videos on that shit.
Well, what if every time you sneezed, you changed genders?
Dude.
I would be screwed.
I
Like,
had like 10 sneezes in a row usually.
this is Zach's answer.
Yeah.
And your final sneeze, you end up being your opposite sex. Like, how would dude? That would be horrible.
Yeah, no thanks. That would be weird. Like, what if you sneeze yourself into a period?
God damn.
Or like, what if you're in the middle of getting freaky and you sneeze?
Dude,
How would that end up working? I mean, that's
You go from piping to getting piped.
dear God. My God, that would be messed up. That would be so bad, so bad. Zach, would you like that? Would you like to have your sex change, your gender change every time you sneeze?
no.
Oh, Monster Hunter says the last time I sneezed, I did 5 times in a row last. Oh, damn, Monster, you would have been.
It's the odd numbers that fuck you.
Yeah,
know?
the odd numbers would fuck.
You better find a way to get that even sneeze in there.
I think this is a question Solid would like to answer that. I'm sure he does that every time he does sneeze.
I mean, you could, right?
What, turn into a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's
Is he
last.
still in here? I hope I'm talking shit to him.
Wait, is he still in here? Hold on.
I hope
Let's see.
so.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
If we hear the phone ring, we know who it's gonna be.
Yep.
Yeah, we do. Matter of fact, speaking of phone, folks, if y'all want to come in, call us with a what if scenario. Feel free to give us a call. I'll throw
Kaylin
them.
asked one a couple of times. She was asking, what if the dinosaurs were still on Earth?
That would be badass. I
I
mean,
think that'd be kind of cool.
Zach and Gary have already expressed their love for dinosaurs. Like they've said that they would love to have a tiny.
Guys, what if Sully didn't look like this?
Oh my God, dude.
What if
That
you
is
had to
too
explain
bad.
your job to a 5-year-old?
Oh
I
my
already do that though. What kind of job are you talking about though? Oh man, but no, the dinosaur thing would be kind of cool. I think that'd be kind of cool to fucking watch out for a T-Rex.
What if insects were the size of like giant animals, like if they were the size of like wildlife.
Oh man, imagine have a freaking coyote size of a cockroach.
A coyote the size of a cockroach?
No, a cockroach size of a coyote.
a
Dude,
little tiny fucking coyote.
Right? Right, a little tiny a coyote size of a cockroach and a cockroach. All right, so let's do that. Let's do your what if your pests are the size of animals, the animals are the size of pests.
Right.
oh, dude. No, fuck
Imagine
that, bro.
getting
So
a
Elephant
little
size
spider the
fucking
size of a
ants.
raccoon.
dude, if there was a fucking spider-sized raccoon, I would shit my pants.
I mean, I'm sure there are if you go deep enough into the jungles, right?
I am good, bro. I would keep my doors locked.
Well,
I'll send you guys a video of spiders that I saw in Taiwan. Huge. Like the body was like this big. And then
really?
it had all 8 legs and it was out on a web, like between giant trees. They said that fucker ate birds.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
they have bird-eating spiders in Australia, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'll send you the video, Mark. I took a
That
video.
would be pretty badass. Man.
Yeah,
Imagine if you didn't have to
Australia.
kill that fucking
Well,
thing.
Australia, everything is trying to kill you.
Dude, can you imagine like rabbit-sized gorillas?
How funny would that be, though?
Dude, yeah, it'd be funny until you had like 50 of them little motherfucking silverback little rabbit-sized fucks chasing you, trying to kick your ass.
Yeah, but you can just like kick them.
Yeah, I would still be scared shitless, bro.
Yeah, it'd be
So
funny though.
Juice Puss over there on TikTok says Goliath bird eater is a massive tarantula.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
spiders
dude.
can get
Hey,
pretty big, dude.
Bro.
What is the largest spider ever recorded?
But like ants, if ants were like the size of elephants,
Goliath bird eater, with a leg span of 11 inches, 28 centimeters. This is from knowhowcommunity.org.
11 fucking inches, dude. That thing is almost
Then that's just its leg span?
that's its leg span.
Dude, that's like fucking that, bro.
Dude.
kind of scary, huh?
Dude,
You
that's almost a foot long, bro. Fuck that.
But it's recording the nucleus, it doesn't harm people.
Oh yeah, that's what they want you to say, that's what they want you to think.
That's what I want you to say.
Fuck
That-
that.
That'd be a badass spider, man. You imagine going to bed and waking up to that spider at the foot of your bed?
No.
You'd have to feel the weight of that fucker.
Well, yeah, it probably weighs like a fucking like 5 pounds.
If it's got almost 1 foot legs, and spiders have 12 legs, dude, yeah.
Spiders have 12 legs.
Sorry, 4 legs. My bad. What the fuck? I'm
8. They have
smoking
8.
Do they have 8?
4 per side.
Monster Hunter
You know
says,
what spiders are, right? You've seen spiders before, Mark?
yes, I've seen spiders before, Gary. Listen, my buddy has a tarantula that's the size of my hand. Slept at his house one day, and it got out. Nice. And woke up and like, hey, at least it didn't wake up somewhere else. I mean, I'd much rather have it wake it up with on my leg than somewhere else. Imagine if it climbed up your pants and was
That motherfucker wouldn't be able to fit in your pants. What are you talking about?
what if it was dealing with you? That'd be a horrible way to wake up. Waking up. I can see Zach now. Zach be like, oh yes. All right. Ah!
No,
It's
it
called
probably
the
just
Asian Joro spider.
yeah.
I
No,
think that's what it was that I saw. If you just Google the Joro spider, Chinese Joro spider, it's fucking big.
I'm not gonna be able to. Damn, Zach, what are you smoking over there, my man? What was the name of that spider we just said, by the way? What was the name of that tarantula?
Orb.
Hold on.
Hold on, it's in the chat. Hold on.
The Goliath bird eating spider.
The Goliath bird
eating tarantula.
All right, here we go. Hold on 1 second here. Let me do this real quick.
Oh, dude, if you pulling up a picture, I'm fucking leaving, bro.
Oh, come on.
These are not the spiders, by the way, that I was talking about earlier that are like kind of cute little jumping spiders. Holy shnikes.
Dude, that's probably just a baby, bro.
Dude, that's dinner right there. Look at that thing. You could eat that. Look at how big that thing is, man. That thing is monster.
Dude, that's probably just a baby.
Good Lord. That thing is monstrous.
But those eat birds, right? Those don't attack people.
Yeah.
God,
That's
it's
what
fucking
chat was saying.
hideous little. And they're fast, says Nucleus. That's terrifying.
Oh man, that's a big ass spider right there.
That
Yeah,
is,
imagine
ugh,
waking up to that thing on your stomach when you're. Oh man,
not
you wouldn't even need you wouldn't even need coffee that morning. You'd be wide awake and perked and ready to rock and roll. No coffee needed. Just get yourself one of those spiders. You'll be golden.
interesting.
Nah, dude, I'm good. You couldn't pay me enough to fucking hold that motherfucker.
Oh man, well, let's go to another what if. That was Gary's what if. I think Zach, what do you have for a what if?
Aren't you gonna go? You haven't picked one yet.
No, I have. Oh, Lisa says, where do those exist? So I know I can never go. I think Australia is one.
Australia.
But no, Zach, Gary just went, so it's you next. Ooh, that's a good
What
one.
if you can make one gross habit socially acceptable?
And what would it be?
I don't know.
One gross habit
I
socially.
mean, we already talked about how girls pick their nose and eat it more on here, so I guess we can just pick that.
That's true. The statistics show that women do pick their nose more than men. Oh man, I guess which one would you do? I mean, I guess maybe so people can stop being so embarrassed about it. Maybe we'll just make farting more sociably acceptable. I mean, and to me, that just seems to
I mean, everyone already does that in public already, though. They just don't admit it.
exactly. They don't admit it. What if they just start ripping and go,
I mean,
oh yeah,
I mean, guys do. They just do it in weird ways. They just go, "Oh, there's a barking spider." Oh,
Yep. Yep.
oh, the bullfrogs are over here. Guys already admit it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's one I would fucking hate. What if you're
chewing? Oh, making loud chewing
like
acceptable.
slapping your lips every time you ate, like in a restaurant?
Oh, you mean like Gary, chewing and eating like Gary?
I don't chew like that.
Oh, you so chew like that,
I
dude.
definitely don't.
You do,
I
Zach.
don't.
Does Gary chew?
I have never once heard Gary slap his lips.
Wow, you are going to defend him right now?
If I'm crunching on an apple, you're gonna hear me go to get the juice so it doesn't dribble down my chin.
Yeah, an apple doesn't count, Mark.
You're
You
gonna
know,
hear that. If
Mark, I
I'm
think-
like tonight, I had my
Oh
my
fuck! Here we
meat-
go.
my
Here we
meat and my
go.
noodles.
Call from
Zach's positive STD test.
voicemail.
Hello, Zach's doctor. How can we help you?
Yes, is Zach there?
He is.
Zach, I hate to inform you, but you tested positive for 7 of the 9 STDs.
Sully, do you even know 7 of the 9 STD?
And there's one unknown that we can't figure out.
Well, Sully, we already all know that you have anal lice, so it's okay.
And we have to diagnose you with prolapse. You're a prolapse asshole.
Thank you, Doc. We'll catch you later.
Yes, sir.
God. Oh man, Sully's just having too much fun out there. Kaylin says, "What if everything you dreamed about became your reality?"
That would suck.
That would terribly suck. I have some bad dreams, like falling off cliffs and car wrecks and shit like that. Like I dream of some messed up shit.
Dude, honestly, I don't even fucking remember my dreams half the time.
I
Mark
have some, when I take melatonin or like a sleep supplement, that shit always gives me like the gnarliest nightmares.
I have the most vividest fucking dreams when I dream because I can typically remember them. Like they're horrible. I do. You know what's funny? I do a lot of sleep talking. Like I have an app.
Didn't you say you bit your wife in the shoulder?
I did. I absolutely locked my fucking jaw right on the back of her shoulder blade one time. It was horrible. All I know is I woke up to my wife blood curdling screams like, what? Oh, like I somehow like just bit her and I hit her in my sleep. There was one time that I fucking woke up because I felt the impact of my hand go. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God. No fucking like, I was like, I'm so sorry.
And that's when Mark slept on the
Using
couch.
your wife. Yeah,
I'm a violent sleeper. I talk in my sleep like, dude, I don't know what's going on in my sleep. Like I
don't know if you remember this, but when we were in LA, you one night you poured a cup of soda, you woke up, you went to the kitchen, you poured a cup of soda, and you went to bed.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that at
Yeah,
all.
and I was just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna drink this soda that my brother just poured. Because I saw you getting up, and I was like, where's he going? It's like 2 a.m. And like I hear you in the kitchen, like I go in the kitchen, and I'm just like looking there. I'm like, hey, what are you doing, dude? And you don't say anything. You pour the soda, and you just go right back to bed. And I'm just like, that was fucking hilarious. So I just drank it and went to bed.
Was that the only time you ever saw me sleepwalk?
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, no, man. I'm more of a violent sleeper, and it's funny. Or vivid dreamers, man. I get those vivid dreams, and the dreams that make you feel like it's so real.
Yeah.
Like, or those what do you want to call it? Deja vu dreams?
Those are gnarly.
Deja vu dreams is so fucked up. Zach, have you ever had one of those?
I haven't had a deja vu dream, but I've had like deja vu. Like I think I remembered something happening, and it actually happened while I was awake.
So
So I've had deja vu happen, but not like anything like sleeping wise.
Deja vu's a trip.
it is. It is. It's like, wait a minute. It's like I thought for fucking fact this happened already. Have you ever had the same dream? I have not ever had a repeat dream. No.
I've not had a repeat dream, but I have had dreams where when I wake up and I go back to sleep, I continue that dream.
Really? So you've actually had a continuance of a dream? I've never
I
done that.
have.
Monster, what is the fosu?
Right. That's what I'm wondering. I've had plenty of defos. Maybe he's trying to spell deja vu.
Oh, okay. I can't spell some words. Oh,
Gotcha, monster. Gotcha. No worries.
I just wasn't sure what the fosu
Yeah,
was.
neither can Mark, so you're not alone.
Yeah,
No.
Mark can't
Speak.
he can't retain energy after or energy. He can't retain.
All right, ladies, this next one's gonna be for y'all. So
See, now Mark's trying to fucking change the subject.
ladies, this question's gonna be for y'all, really, because men are really not gonna know how to answer this. So feel free if you want to answer this question for us. Give us a call in. The number's on the screen. But what if humans laid eggs instead of live birth? So instead of pushing the baby out,
They push an egg out?
they push an egg out.
That'd be fucking weird. And then what? You have to take care of an egg until it hatches?
You got to take care of that egg until it hatches, man. So, like, but now you got a co-parenting of an egg because the mom ain't the only one that has to sit on the egg to keep it warm. Now the dad can go chill on the egg and help warm
Yeah,
up.
I'll just put it in front of a fucking fire.
I mean, shouldn't people be co-parenting anyways?
Like, people should always be co-parent, but it'd be kind of hard to co-parent when the baby's inside the mama.
Well, inside
Kaylin said less painful. Bullshit. It'd be bigger because you'd have that. It'd be thicker because of the shell.
That is true. Would it be less painful for people to give birth laying an egg versus birth?
No.
I think it'd be more painful because
it'd be more painful because it'd be bigger because the kid's inside the egg. The egg is in a shell. Like, no, bro. That'd be more painful, I feel like.
But would the baby be fully developed inside the egg, or would the egg?
Yeah, like how long do you have to wait till the thing hatches?
Well, so I think just like with chicken, right? Like it would just be a yolky baby. So,
Or are you just saying you get pregnant, you instantly shit out an egg, and then you wait 12 months until it hatches?
Maybe, yeah, maybe
or 9 months until it hatches. Sorry.
Maybe it starts off as a tiny egg. The sperm infiltrates the egg, makes it a bigger egg. Woman shits out the egg, and then waits a little bit, a couple months, and then the baby pops out of the egg.
And guys, we don't think women shit out babies. We're just
no. I've seen the birth of all 5 of my children. They definitely don't shit out babies, but boy, do they come out looking like freaking aliens.
Yeah, they do.
Fucking heads
worms for sure.
Yeah, man, the heads.
Dude, my daughter was a C-section baby, so I got to watch my daughter's mom get cut open with a fucking hacksaw.
That's fucking gnarly.
I was explaining to her what it looked like to, and the doctor yelled at me. She said, "You don't have to give her all the details."
Really? Oh man, I've never seen a C-section. All my kids have been natural birth, man, and let me tell you, it's such a beautiful thing to see. But
no, dude! Before my daughter was an emergency C-section baby, they asked me like, "Do you want a mirror?" I was like, "Fuck no." Those are my exact words. I was like, "Fuck no, I don't want to see it."
My younger half brother used to have this thing against blood. Like the sight of blood would make him pass out, squirmish, and everything else. Well, The first birth of my first son, when he was born, my brother was out in the hallway waiting for us to let him know that the kid was born and whatnot. And our son was born. So the doctor had the afterbirth inside of a bowl. I took the afterbirth and chased my fucking brother.
You're a strange human being, Mark.
Dude, I am a fucked up person, but oh man,
Did you eat the placenta?
I did not. But some people do. Supposedly,
No, yeah, they take it home and put it in their freezer.
yeah, supposedly it's got nutrients and shit.
Not
It's interesting. No, I'm not interested in eating no placenta neither. But yeah, man. I'm all about freaking chasing people with gross stuff. And even though I've got a weak stomach myself, but still. Oh man. All right. What are we on? Gary, right? You're next.
I'll go.
I got for it.
Let me pull up my list here. Nope, already kind of asked that one. What if we could manipulate matter with our minds?
Wait a minute. What if we can what?
Manipulate matter.
Some can already do that, can't they?
What, your stupid ass psychic mediums?
No. Look at that dude that just had that implant done by Elon Musk. By
Manipulate matter.
Physical object.
Like if you could take a rock, turn it into some sort of liquid material. If you could move rocks.
No, you take a rock and turn it into like gold.
Liquid, but what about moving? I thought you said move it.
Manipulate.
Well, that'd be kind of interesting. But yes, telekinesis does exist, Nucleus. I 100% agree that people can move shit with their mind.
You think so?
I do think so. Do you not believe in telekinesis neither?
Who the fuck are you, Matilda?
Wow. Do you not believe in telekinesis neither? Like,
no, dude. No one can move shit with their fucking mind.
Sully, you can just shut up over there. Sully, you don't believe in nothing. Sit back down.
I'm not motherfucking Matilda, okay? I can't do that shit.
Like, come on. Wow. So, no psychic mediums. You do believe in ghosts, though. You do believe in spirits.
I've had ghostly experiences, so yeah, I believe in ghosts.
You guys believe in ghosts, but you don't believe that people can move shit with their mind or people can talk to the dead.
I never said people can't talk to the dead.
Son of a bitch.
Don't fucking answer it.
I got to.
Call from.
Fuck conspiracy theories.
That's not a conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory, Sully.
Yes, it is, because that's fake.
How is it fake?
How is it
because
real?
you not seen it, so it's fake?
No,
so
because
Sully,
nobody's moving around shit with their mind.
So Sully, obviously you think that women are fake too, right? You think they're fake news because you never seen a real woman?
And you hang up on him. What a dick. No, I'm not I have a really hard time with telekinesis.
Right, you're paying me. What do you mean you're paying me, monster?
Monster, my cash app's in my wallet if you want to pay me.
Oh man, you just started a war, Sully said. You got 4 ads. Oh, thank you. If you don't want the ads, you can just hit that sub button over there on Twitch. Oh man. All right. So we're talking. So telekinesis. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But liquidating items, that would be interesting. That could be dangerous, especially if you were married to somebody that could do that and they got mad at you. You imagine, just get mad at you, better have some bitch. I'm done with you. Just liquefy them.
Yeah, but if you're like sitting on the couch and you want to drink, you can just.
I mean, ask Sully. He does that every day.
Just gets a drink to float over to him with
That'd
his
be
brain.
cool.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Dude, wouldn't that be cool? Dude, you realize how fat people would be if they could do that? Like, I want that. I want that.
Ah, dude, obesity be so much worse than it is. Man, I know people. I know people that can do that already. You know. What's going on, Catherine? All right, let's move on to another what if. So Gary, just let's go with Zach with his what if. Zach, what do you got?
Oh,
we get Gary aggravated over there talking about telekinesis. This is great. I'm loving it. I love doing episodes like this.
What if you were offered a free car, but it was covered in embarrassing photos of you and you couldn't change the appearance?
What kind of car, though?
Any car.
I mean, if it's a shit box, I'm just not going to drive
No,
it.
like if someone offered you like a brand new fucking like Lamborghini, but it had to be stickered in fucking embarrassing photos of you, you know, putting your junk between your legs and having mangina and all that shit.
Yeah, right. Nuga's got to go. Are the taxes paid?
Yeah, everything's paid. You just couldn't change the appearance of the car.
Fuck it. The car's got a story. Let's drive it. Fucking right. Let's go for it. I'll drive it. Why not? The car's got a story. It'll make for. Hey, dude, I got a tattoo on the back of my neck. Kathy, thanks for those. I got a tattoo in the back of my neck that's a freaking advertisement, dude. It's carries a story. If anything carries a story and sparks a conversation, I'm all about it. Is it a photo that I have? It could be a photo you have on your phone. If you want it to be a photo, if it's a photo on your phone, maybe you got to drive around with it.
Well, no, Chastity, you can't repaint it. You can't change the appearance of it.
Yeah, you can't change the appearance of the vehicle. The car is given to you, and you got to keep the photos on for X amount for life of the car.
Yep.
Would you do it?
I'd do it. Fuck it.
Give me that Hennessy Venoms. Oh man.
Nope, you can't change the pictures, Kalen.
No, you cannot change. You cannot choose the pictures. The pictures are chosen for you. Gary, would you drive the car? Would you take it?
No, I'm good.
No. You got some bad
I
photos.
think I'm all right. I think I'm going to pass on that one. I'll keep my pickup truck.
Monster says, "Give me that car." Oh man. What about you, Zach? Would you take the car?
Fuck yeah.
Gary's the only one on the podcast that's saying no. What about you, chat? I see Monster over on Twitch says he would take the car. Zach brought up that question. You cannot choose. So chat is not answering anymore on that one. Let's see here. What if humans? We've already done that one. All right, here's one. This one's more of a serious one here. I'll be curious to see what you guys come out of this one. I wouldn't take it. Chastity says. Lisa says pass. Wow, a lot of people passing on the vehicle. All right.
Some of us have dignity, Mark.
What's dignity?
Hey, as long as it gets me from point A to point Z, I don't give a fuck.
Right? If that fucking goes 0 to 1 seconds, why not? Let's have some fun. All right.
Dude, Monster just said, Zach, I will come for you if you don't give it for me.
How did he spell come for you?
All right.
Well, you can clearly see it too, Gary, so you know how he spelled it.
Yeah, but for the viewers who can't, for the listeners.
Yeah, he spelled it C-O-M-E, guys. Don't worry.
Keep your dignity. I'll be in my Lambo. Right, Nucleus? Exactly, man. Let's go. Let's go for a fucking ride. All right, here's more of a serious question. What if another global pandemic more deadlier than the C-19 strikes again? Do you think, I'll add to that question because that's all it was for that question. If that happened again, do you think we'd be shut down again, or do you think they would try figuring a way to do it without shutting down? Or if they shut it down, I think Americans would, or everybody around the world would revolt.
They would, I don't know. They'd shut down again, probably, more than likely.
Yes, correct, Monster. That's what it is. Do you think they would shut down? Do you think the people would revolt and not allow it to happen?
I think that's a complicated question.
Yeah, that's hard to answer because
so if you're saying it's legitimately more deadly, right? Is that what you were saying?
Right,
if it's more deadly, so not trying to be a non-believer in COVID, because whatever I had recently was probably COVID, and it was the worst fucking thing I've ever experienced. And if anybody was less healthier than I was, they probably would have died because I felt like I was going to die. But what was the actual death toll from that? 1 or 2%, right?
Right.
And that was people who were unhealthy, and generally speaking, they were unhealthy and had comorbidities, right?
Right.
So they were overweight, diabetes, heart problems, cancer, etc.
Right.
So if there was a next pandemic and it attacked everybody equally, and it had say like a 30% fatality, I think they would definitely shut things down, and I think that people would probably revolt initially until they realized that 30% of the people they knew were dying, and those people were both healthy and sick. And then I think shit would get real.
Yeah, they better be giving us higher stimulus checks.
I don't think a stimulus check would do anything because
Well, for the businesses that would have to shut down too, because they would
yeah,
be. I mean,
because it wouldn't this one I don't think would be like a massive wealth transfer like what they did with COVID. Right?
right,
They shut down all the small businesses, but they left all the Walmarts open, right? So like
right.
if it was legit 30% fatality across the board, I think everything would absolutely have to shut down.
hmm
I think that would probably, I don't think all the Home Depots and Walmarts, I don't think all those things would be open. I think literally
We'll
air
see
traffic would have to stop.
if everything shut down, including people's jobs and everything, would everyone live for free? Never have to pay bills until the pandemic was over.
So that's a great question. And I
That
feel like if it was something as legit as a 30%, I feel like the world would be a little more empathetic to the situation. I don't think people would be as concerned about money when 1/3 of the global population disappears.
that'd be a hard one, right? Your government would have to feed you then because you wouldn't be able to go grocery shop. If there was that case, yeah, they wouldn't be able to leave major chains opened up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it
No,
would be, yeah, nothing would be able to be open. No food chains, no groceries. Like it would be like legit, right? If it was
right.
legit, 30%, if you get it, 30% chance that you're not waking up the next day.
And I think build a hose. Yeah, but what we're talking about here, though, what I'm thinking is Gary's right. Right? If people want to go, we're gonna get off this question here. Man, I was surprised I even read this one, but let's just go on the subject real quick. Gary, I think, is absolutely right on this because at the same time, folks, if the Rona was as bad as they said it was, that what Gary said should have already happened, right? None of the main, all that really destroyed was small businesses. They didn't shut down any of the large chains. I don't know. Stuff to look into. We're gonna move forward though, because that we can get it really bananas on this one. This can be a very big conversation. Why don't we all have free houses? Oh, build a home. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Everybody had free houses.
that would
No.
be amazing because the housing market right now sucks.
Zach, I've got a plan for you. I know how you can get a free house or you can get free room and board. I gotta fly you over the border, Zach, and have you cross over Eagle
No,
Pass.
I'm good. I'll just wait for this inheritance to hit.
Or no, but no, listen though. There was that new thing that I just learned about. So before we move forward, so you guys heard about the Venezuelan, I can't even fucking say it. Venezuelan. Did I say it correctly?
Close enough.
Who went live on TikTok. He had a TikTok page telling people how to get free houses. Essentially, if there's an abandoned home, supposedly this is in real estate law. Gary, if you're studying real estate, you should read about this. Abandoned homes, like literally the property is abandoned. If you squat in this abandoned home,
It's more than 30 days, and then you technically live there.
you fix it up. Not only do you technically live there, but you gain ownership after X amount of time and you have all the receipts. You can then turn around and flip that home and sell it.
Each state is different.
Each state is different. You have whatever state that this was happening
But
in.
you have
That
to
was
have like the utilities put in your name. Like
yeah.
it's a little bit more of a process than what you're saying. It has to be abandoned for a certain amount of time. Like you can't go on vacation for 2 weeks and then some squatters move into your shit. You know what I mean?
State of Maine, after 2 weeks, let's say if a squatter got in your home, you're screwed.
No,
After
it's 30 days. I actually saw a video on TikTok. A lady that had a house that she was renting out. There was no one living there, and squatters moved in there and changed the locks, and they were in there for a certain amount of time, and she called the cops on him, and she forced entry into her own house, and the cops arrested her and let them stay there.
Yeah, I saw that one. But no, in the state of Maine, it's 14 days, right? So if you have anybody stay in your home, say you have a guest over in Maine, and they stay in your house for 14 days, you don't want them there anymore. You ask them to leave, they refuse to leave. They say no. You call the cops, say, listen, I don't want this person in my home no more. I've asked them to leave. The cops will tell you there's nothing they can do. You now have to go through the eviction process. You have to legally evict that person.
Damn.
See, there are some rules that are completely asinine.
Majorly, man. They
Like,
really
that doesn't even make sense.
No, not at all.
How
right?
you can lose ownership of your own asset. Like a house is an asset. It's not a liability. It's a fucking asset. So if you invest $400,000 in a piece of property and then some moron can just move in there when you go on vacation and take ownership of it, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, damn, monster. You're going to hide in my house? What the fuck? Like, if I hid in Mark's house for an hour, I will have a little bit of my name on your house. What?
What the fuck?
What are you smoking, monster? Oh, man, you don't own anything anymore. That is correct, Nicholas. What about, the Airbnbs, man? I'm coming to Maine, build a house says.
Hey, it's 11/11. Make a wish.
What's the sense of even buying a house if your shit never belongs to you? True. I'm already in your house. Are you, monster? Oh,
What if Mark just like got pulled out of the room, bro?
You're not going to want to come upstairs and I'll have a present for you. Oh, man. All right, moving on. Who just did the last what if? Was that me? Or was
That was
that
you.
That was me going to Gary. Folks, we're going to wrap this up here soon. We're going to end it right at the 2-hour marker.
What if all myths and legends were based on truth?
Aren't they? Though?
I don't know.
Not all of them. Like, you believe in Mothman? Come on.
The Mothman prophecies, isn't that in Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen him? Have you
No.
seen a little reach around? No.
Nope. I wish I would though.
I mean, do you believe in
No.
the Loch Ness Monster?
That I do.
Nessie? Ah, good old Nessie, huh?
I believe in Nessie.
Do you believe in Nessie? All
Yeah.
right.
I don't believe in Bigfoot though. There's too many fucking Bigfoots in this world.
You don't think Bigfoot exists?
Nah, bro.
Really?
Nah, bro.
Why not?
Where's the proof?
There's
What
been-
you think?
Hey, Sully.
There's been
What-
plenty of pictures.
What you think that someone going out in the woods dressed in a fucking ape costume is proof?
How do you know that was somebody?
The only video I would even considering believing is the fucking the original old video. Which one was that?
The one from like the 1970s or whatever.
Yeah, that's the only one I would consider believing.
But you believe in aliens,
Yes.
but you don't believe in Bigfoot.
No.
You believe in the Loch Ness Monster,
Well, there's been proof from
but you
that.
don't believe in Bigfoot.
No.
Why? How can you believe in one but not the other?
Because there's too many people fucking faking videos, bro.
There's people faking videos of ghosts too.
Well, dude, those people are stupid.
What about you, Gary?
For what, Nessie or Bigfoot or all of them?
All of them.
I don't know, dude. I feel like if there were a Bigfoot, we would find scat, we'd find bones, we'd find something. I'm not saying that something like that wouldn't have existed in the past, like Gigantopithecus. That was like a big old fucking ape-like creature that could have been cruising around. That could be what the legend of Bigfoot is based upon. Nessie is a 50-50 for me. I definitely believe something in the waters can be lurking, like in our oceans especially.
Like, do you think that there's still megalodons?
I kind of do, to be honest. I feel like there's probably some really gnarly shit in the ocean that we've not.
Well, what is it? We've
seen in a
only
long time.
discovered like what 10% of the ocean.
Well, I mean, there's one people tried, but they imploded. But anyway, move on.
Yeah.
Titanic, dumb shit.
I know.
Um,
But there could be something living down that deep.
I do think that could be the case. But it's again, like, the problem is I want to believe into these things. It's the same thing with aliens. Like, I want to believe in these things because I think it's fun. So it's like I could justify, or I could make a compelling argument either way on all of them.
So Build-A-Hoe saying Bigfoot's just big old giant orangutan.
Well, Bill said he's came in close contact with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I think he needs to call into the show and explain.
Build-A-Hoe, you're hearing that? They're asking you to call into the show. Feel free to do so. I'll throw the number up for you if you want to call in. I'll throw it up here real quick. There we go. Let's see. Do you guys believe in skinwalkers?
I do.
I'm not sure if I'm familiar with skinwalkers.
They basically take shape of a human, an animal.
Is it like a Native American ghost?
I think most of them happen on like where there are skinwalkers. It's like really haunted areas like Indian burial grounds or something it's something like that. Yeah.
Well, could a skinwalker be an alien? Because if an alien can take shift of human life form,
like a
skinwalker could be an alien.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go in that aspect, in that realm of aliens, I mean, I honestly think Sully's one, but we'll move forward on that.
Now, when you say alien, you're talking extraterrestrial, right? Like not of planet
right.
Earth.
Yeah, not of planet Earth. We're not talking about someone trying to cross the border. We're talking about legit alien, not an illegal alien.
No. I just.
Oh, okay. Just clarifying.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Gary did that one. Zach, you're next.
What if a doppelganger that looked like you was actually related to you?
I've never had a doppelganger, or I've never met one.
Yes, I've never met a doppelganger.
I don't know. I just came up with that. I didn't read my list. I just literally just came up with that for the fuck of it. Okay,
well, I've never doppelganger.
Have you ever seen a doppelganger? Weren't the people saying there's a dude on TikTok that you look just like?
Who?
I don't know. I remember when I first met Zach, somebody was saying that he looked like a popular.
People say I look like Luke Bryan.
I don't know who that is.
All right. What if you had the power to temporarily mute people in real life?
Oh, that'd be great. I do that to Gary every time.
Shut the fuck up, Mark.
I would do that every time to Gary. I'd shut him up. That'd be a great fucking power. I would abuse the hell out of it, but that'd be great.
What if everybody had the power of invisibility?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd mute all you motherfuckers, as Zisky says.
Who is that?
I have no clue. Oh man, the power to mute people, but the invisibility power would be freaking awesome too, wouldn't it?
Power to fly, power to invisibility. That shit would be kind of fun.
That would be awesome. I love that from my kids, Lisa says. You
mute.
Right? It'd be my guess. Yeah, the power of muting. Mute the children. What? Shut up. Peace and quiet. That'd be great.
And you just see their face like,
yeah, right.
They're just screaming at fucking top of their lungs and nothing.
This is not Sully.
Maybe.
Call from
Build-A-Hoe.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Bigfoot time.
Build-A-Hoe, you're the last person on the air tonight. What's up, my man?
Not too much. I mean, I want you guys to know about Bigfoot. Like, he's out there. He exists.
Gotcha.
I've seen tracks. I've had interactions with Bigfoot. Scary shit.
So in the middle of nowhere is where?
Right, yeah, the middle of nowhere. Explain, Build-A-Hoe.
Explain. I was following an elk trail. So I was following where the elk kind of go back and forth between mountains. And in the middle of nowhere is within like a mile from a road, within 20 miles from a main highway. And I'm on my hands and knees crawling under brush where I'm not on a hiking trail.
And that's when I came across a Bigfoot track, and it was large, probably 13 inches. I have a photo of it someplace. I put my hand next to it, but it had something special. It had like an appendage they call the mitten foot. So it had an extra long toe off the side. It was really, really weird.
Interesting.
One print, just one footprint.
One footprint right in the middle of the trail. And it's an elk trail. It's not a human trail. You know, like when you're in Idaho that time of year, there's a few bow hunters, and that's what I was doing. And it was by itself. So no footprints, no human tracks, just deer, elk tracks, and sign, and one big footprint.
What was your interaction? What happened to you?
I took pictures of it, and I moved my way out of the woods. That was about it. I was like, this is weird. You know, I've never seen anything like it.
Would you go back to those woods and possibly camp out there at night to see if you had any other actual activity?
I have gone back to those woods. I had other activity this fall. I was elk hunting during a pew-pew season, and I was actually probably about 4 miles from there, but on the other side of the road. And I got to a space, a big open clearing, and I was bugling for elk. And then something weird happened. It was just like the wood shut off, and I started smelling a really strong foul odor. I've taken black bears, brown bears, deer, elk. I've hunted a lot of different big game animals, and this was not familiar. This didn't smell like a grizzly. And something started tapping on a tree, like knocking a tree. And it wasn't in perfect rhythm. It was like bang, bang, bang. And it scared me. I actually have a video of it on TikTok, and I couldn't see what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was a Bigfoot. Ugh.
No shit.
Well, see, like that's what I'm saying, Mark. If I actually had an experience like that, then I would think there was something out there.
So you're going on Sully's line, then you have to see it to believe it.
What the fuck are you talking about, Sully's line? I've always said that.
No.
Yes, I fucking have, Mark.
Now you're going back on your words, Zach.
Mark, fuck off.
Well, build a whole brother.
Listen, I mean,
what's that?
All right, I'll let you guys go.
No, what was you gonna say?
I don't know if it's Bigfoot. But there was something strange out there.
No,
and
man.
It was big and stinky.
There's strange things. I mean, what was that thing or that people talk about? Remember that cave that people said was a door, and they saw something looking.
Yeah, it's up here in Oregon. Yeah. Nada.
You don't think there's anything up with that cave?
Negative.
Okay. The giants or whatever, the giants they were saying.
All right, Gary, go camp out in the fucking cave then.
Right?
There's so many people that brought drones up there, and a lot of people went hiking up there, and they got like real close footage. It's from a distance, it looks like a door. It does, but the people who get up close, it looks like rock.
Gosh. Well, Bill the Whole, number one, my man. I always appreciate you, and I will probably see you on live tomorrow, my man.
All right, sounds good. Have a good day.
You too,
have a good night. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, so Bambo saying strange is in the bottom right box. I'm guessing the bottom right box on TikTok is Zach.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, listen up. For everybody that's been tuning in today, I want to number one, thank everybody for tuning out this show. I love doing shows, and I'll be honest with you, I love doing shows like this. And if I feel like we need to figure out a way to promote more shows like this, because when we just sit here and bullshit and talk to each other and give each other shit and talk about this weird type of shit, we seem to gain quite a bit more engagement than some of these random like shows that we do. So for everybody tuning in, man, y'all have been awesome. I love this What If show. If y'all have an idea for us on a show topic that we should do, please feel free to email me. That'll be coming up on the outro. I'm not sure if Gary and Zach have anything to say before I hit the outro button, but if they do, say your piece now, gentlemen.
Penis.
Always wipe front to back. And my Cash App's in my bio. Help me get a laptop. You've been listening to the Mark Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on The Mark G Show.
Sully has a small penis.